If you think Ivanka Trump is just the privileged daughter of a former US president, brace yourself for a deeper, far more extravagant reality, one that combines untouchable wealth, discreet influence, and a lifestyle that rivals royalty. While most Americans battle inflation and job insecurity, Ivanka wakes up in a $24 million mansion, sips rare blends of herbal teas on her waterfront estate, and maintains a wardrobe worth over $1.5 million. But beneath the fashion headlines and tabloid photos lies something more powerful, a woman born into empire, married into influence, and groomed to thrive in the intersections of luxury, politics, and legacy. A daughter born into a golden dynasty. Born on October 30, 1981, Ivanka Marie Trump is the daughter of Donald Trump and his first wife, Ivana. Her childhood was anything but ordinary. Raised in the penthouse suite of Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue, she grew up with gold-plated elevator buttons, a personal driver, and elite schooling. She attended the exclusive Chapin School before transferring to Choate Rosemary Hall, and eventually graduated from the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, following her father's footsteps. From an early age, Ivanka was exposed to the glitz and grind of the Trump business empire. By her mid-20s, she was already an executive vice president at the Trump Organization, managing multi-million-dollar real estate projects in Manhattan and beyond. But unlike many heiresses, Ivanka never leaned on wealth alone. She built her own brand, launched a fashion line, and cultivated a public image as a poised and strategic businesswoman. The power couple, Ivanka and Jared. Ivanka's marriage to Jared Kushner, heir to a billion-dollar real estate fortune, marked the union of two powerful dynasties. Their wedding in 2009 reportedly cost over $1 million, held at the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey, and attended by political elites, business magnates, and celebrities. Together, Ivanka and Jared form one of the most discreetly powerful couples in America. While Ivanka served as a senior advisor to her father during his presidency, Jared was entrusted with high-stakes diplomatic missions, including the Abraham Accords and U.S. policy in the Middle East. Behind closed doors, they wielded influence akin to cabinet members, without the scrutiny. In 2020, Ivanka and Jared purchased a 1.8-acre plot of land on Indian Creek Island, also known as the Billionaire's Bunker, in Miami. This exclusive neighborhood is home to less than 40 residents, protected by a private police force, and accessible only via a single bridge. Their mansion, estimated to be worth over $24 million, boasts 8 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, a home theater, gym, and multiple guest houses. With a private dock and views of Biscayne Bay, it's a sanctuary of privacy and privilege. The property is just one of several luxury residences the couple owns. Others include a Trump Park Avenue apartment in New York, a home in Washington, D.C. near Colorama. Neighbors included the Obamas and Bezos, and vacation estates in Bedminster and New Jersey. Ivanka's fashion has always made headlines, but it's not just about style, it's strategy. Her wardrobe is valued at over $1.5 million and includes designs from Oscar de la Renta, Carolina Herrera, Valentino, and Chanel. During her time at the White House, each outfit was meticulously chosen to convey subtle diplomatic cues. When she met with global leaders like Angela Merkel or visited foreign capitals, Ivanka was often dressed to echo the host nation's cultural themes, earning her the unofficial title of fashion diplomat. She has appeared on the covers of Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and Town & Country, reinforcing her position not just as a style icon but as a political influencer in designer heels. Ivanka and Jared travel the world in style. From ski trips in Aspen to yachting in the Mediterranean, their vacations are a blend of luxury and diplomacy. Their favorite holiday destinations include Lake Como, the Maldives, the French Riviera, and Mustique. On one occasion, they rented a superyacht for $500,000 a week for a family getaway. Yet these aren't mere escapes. They often coincide with discreet political meetings, donor networking events, and soft diplomacy engagements. The Trump-Kushner name carries immense weight, even post-presidency, and they've carefully crafted a private-public persona that keeps them at the center of America's power class. Ivanka Trump's estimated net worth stands at around $300 million as of 2025. Her wealth comes not just from inheritance, but also from business ventures, book deals, and investments. Her fashion and jewelry lines generated tens of millions before being shuttered in 2018 amid political scrutiny. However, Her portfolio remains diverse: real estate holdings, luxury brand endorsements, private equity interests, and trust funds. Jared Kushner's net worth, on the other hand, is estimated at over $800 million, with substantial assets under Kushner companies. His post-White House firm, Affinity Partners, launched a $2 billion investment fund backed by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, raising eyebrows across global media. Few American figures outside elected office have maintained as many high-level relationships as Ivanka. She has been a guest at G20 summits, spoken at the World Economic Forum in Davos, and collaborated with the World Bank on women's empowerment initiatives. Her advocacy for the Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative helped allocate hundreds of millions in funding for international programs. Critics argue that her influence stems more from name and image than substance. Still, her presence at major policy conversations, combined with her familial and financial power, keeps her embedded in the elite geopolitical circle. Despite their visibility, the Trump-Kushners are intensely private. Their security detail, rumored to cost taxpayers millions during the Trump presidency, continues under private funding. Surveillance systems, bulletproof vehicles, and round-the-clock protection are standard. Their social media is curated, polished, and often delayed, rarely showing real-time activity. Ivanka has largely distanced herself from politics post-2021, focusing on philanthropy, family, and private business interests. But make no mistake, she still attends major fundraisers, appears at exclusive galas, and maintains lines of communication with political donors. As Donald Trump mounts another run for the presidency, speculation is once again swirling around Ivanka. Will she re-enter the political stage? Will she play a role in shaping post-2024 conservative power structures? Whatever the answer, one thing is clear: Ivanka Trump represents more than just luxury. She embodies a uniquely American fusion of wealth, image control, and power by association. She doesn't need to run for office to influence global policy. She already has the seat at the table and the wardrobe, address book, and net worth to match. Ivanka Trump is not just a socialite or former first daughter. She is a carefully engineered brand, a political whisperer, and a symbol of 21st century aristocracy. Her life offers a lens into how influence operates behind closed doors, where designer gowns, private jets, and strategic silence can sometimes shape the world as much as legislation. In a time when Americans are more divided than ever, the story of Ivanka Trump raises deeper questions. Who really holds power in America? How much of it is inherited and how much is bought? And will the next generation of the Trump dynasty continue to rule from the shadows of luxury? Only time will tell, but for now, Ivanka Trump remains the undisputed queen of quiet influence and billionaire elegance. Since leaving Washington, Ivanka has undergone a calculated image reset. Gone are the partisan tweets and overt political engagements. In their place are polished glimpses of beachside family life, wellness, and women's empowerment initiatives. She's taken courses in holistic nutrition, aligned herself with clean living trends, and invested in wellness startups. This rebranding has distanced her from the more controversial aspects of her father's presidency while retaining her influence among high-net-worth individuals. Ivanka's post-White House business ventures have gone global. She has reportedly explored hospitality investments in the Middle East, sustainable fashion partnerships in Europe, and real estate holdings in Southeast Asia. While these projects are often kept quiet, international business filings and corporate leaks reveal shell companies and trusts connected to her name in Dubai, Zurich, and Singapore. Together with Jared, who continues to leverage connections in the Gulf region, Ivanka has cultivated a global network that could evolve into a private diplomacy engine. Sources close to the family suggest plans for a luxury hospitality brand that blends exclusivity, politics, and legacy. Think private resorts where diplomacy and power intersect discreetly. Though Donald Trump remains the face of the family, Ivanka is widely seen as the most viable long-term figure. Her brothers Donald Jr. and Eric appeal more to the political base, but Ivanka has broader bipartisan appeal, especially among independents and women. Behind closed doors, some donors have reportedly discussed grooming her for a future Senate run or even a gubernatorial bid in Florida or New York. Her children, Arabella, Joseph, and Theodore, are already growing up in a bilingual, globally connected environment. Arabella speaks Mandarin and studies with tutors in international relations and design. The family's private education choices reflect ambitions not just of wealth preservation, but of cultural and diplomatic fluency. Ivanka Trump's lifestyle isn't simply a result of birthright, it's a calculated construction of influence, elegance, and positioning. From curated Instagram posts to whispered advisory roles, her presence in American power structures is far from over. In fact, it's evolving. If Kim Kardashian represents celebrity wealth and Elon Musk industrial brilliance, then Ivanka Trump stands as the embodiment of dynastic control, the modern Marie Antoinette of Manhattan and Miami, navigating scandal, influence, and public opinion with a smile and a Chanel clutch. Beyond Indian Creek Island, Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner reportedly hold interest in high-end properties in Abu Dhabi, Tel Aviv, and Paris. These properties serve as both investments and international safe havens, locations for discreet business meetings and escapes from political tension. In 2023, reports emerged of the couple exploring a luxury development in Sardinia through a European holding company. While details remain undisclosed, their interest signals a shift from political visibility to long-term global asset accumulation. Jared's close relationships with leaders in the Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) nations, especially Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Qatar, have translated into lucrative ventures. His firm, Affinity Partners, continues to attract sovereign investment, reportedly managing a portfolio that includes infrastructure, security technology, and hospitality ventures across the Middle East. Ivanka, though less publicly involved, is said to advise on branding and diplomatic optics, further solidifying the couple's dual role as investors and informal envoys. Ivanka's children attend some of the most prestigious private schools in the United States, with tuition upwards of $50,000 annually per child. These institutions emphasize international relations, leadership training, and advanced language instruction. Arabella Kushner's fluency in Mandarin was once showcased in a performance before Chinese President Xi Jinping at Mar-a-Lago, a symbolic moment that captured the family's efforts to position themselves as globally relevant beyond politics. Ivanka Trump converted to Orthodox Judaism before marrying Jared Kushner, adopting the Hebrew name Yael. Her commitment to Jewish values influences their household routines, holiday observances, and even business decisions, some of which avoid operations on the Sabbath. Their alignment with the Orthodox Jewish community has strengthened connections in Israel and with Jewish donors across the globe. Although her fashion brand was shuttered in 2018, Ivanka continues to invest in luxury consumer brands. She holds silent partnerships in at least 3 wellness companies based in California, one of which markets high-end skin care and supplement regimens to elite clientele. Her name, however, is kept out of public filings, part of a deliberate strategy to maintain influence without triggering political backlash. Though no longer a White House staffer, Ivanka reportedly communicates regularly with GOP power brokers. She's rumored to have contributed input into fundraising strategy for the Republican National Committee's post-2022 realignment efforts. Her name still commands attention, and political strategists recognize that her quiet influence may re-emerge in the form of endorsements, PAC alignments, or even a media venture targeted at conservative suburban women. Ivanka has embraced a luxury wellness lifestyle akin to Silicon Valley elites. She reportedly follows an anti-inflammatory diet, practices daily meditation, and engages in biohacking trends such as red light therapy, cryotherapy, and NAD+4 infusions. She and Jared have been seen leaving longevity clinics in California and Switzerland, and have invested in personalized medicine companies focused on extending health spans for high-net-worth clients. Behind every move is a greater plan, one that revolves around preserving the Trump legacy as an enduring luxury brand. Whether through real estate licensing, international development deals, or carefully branded events at Trump properties, Ivanka ensures that the name remains relevant to future generations. A proposed memoir from Ivanka, scheduled for release in 2026, is expected to explore leadership, legacy, and navigating fame in a digital age, positioning her not just as an heiress but as a philosopher of privilege. Ivanka Trump is studied in business schools and political science courses as a case study in elite branding. Her trajectory from heiress to advisor, and now to investor and lifestyle symbol, reflects a modern archetype, the global elite woman who blends diplomacy, wealth, and curated vulnerability. She is what some sociologists now call a soft sovereign, an unelected but powerful figure with influence over public sentiment and elite decision-making. Ivanka Trump may not sit on a throne, but she lives with all the invisible markers of royalty, power, privacy, and prestige. Her presence is a masterclass in modern influence, quiet, calculated, and cloaked in couture. And as the world watches America redefine its elites, Ivanka remains not just relevant, but central to the narrative. In a world increasingly obsessed with transparency, Ivanka Trump proves that real power still prefers the shadows, and the spotlight only when it's perfectly lit. Ivanka's ability to move seamlessly through various social spheres is a skill honed from a young age. Unlike many political figures who are confined to a single sphere, finance, government, or entertainment, Ivanka has crossed them all. She has attended black-tie galas with hedge fund magnates, hosted fashion launches alongside Vogue editors, and spent weekends in Palm Beach with foreign dignitaries. This form of social alchemy is not accidental. Every appearance serves a dual purpose: relationship cultivation and brand fortification. For example, her presence at Leonardo DiCaprio's climate change fundraiser in 2022 raised eyebrows not because of political misalignment, but because it showed her willingness to support global causes while reinforcing her image as a bipartisan, socially aware elite. What surprised you the most about Ivanka Trump's lavish lifestyle and quiet influence? Do you think she'll return to politics, or continue building her empire from behind the scenes? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out the other high-profile videos on this channel for a deeper dive into the world of ultimate power and privilege.